What is going on, guys? Matthew V. Haynes here, aka the Clockmaster. Guys, right now I got some news for Avengers, Infinity War, and Thanos stuff and what's going on with that. So before I get into some of this news, make sure to subscribe if you're new, if you're interested in any type of this content. I do a lot of these videos every now and again, so if you're interested, make sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell for further updates. So for many months now, Marvel Comics fans and MCU fans have been left in the rubbles of not knowing what the Infinity War sequel will be titled. It was previously titled of Infinity War Part 2, however, it was removed because producers said that it did not accurately describe the story. So the Russo brothers and Marvel stated that they will not officially release the title for Avengers 4 anytime soon because they've made mistakes like this before in the past with Captain America, the Winter Soldier. So a lot of people already had an idea of that, how the movie was going to end. They announced the title for that movie even before the first release of the Avengers. So they already knew Captain America was somehow going to survive whatever happened in Avengers. So because of that, they completely removed any hint or anything leading up to that movie. In an interview with Cinema Blend, Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige was asked if revealing the Avengers 4 title would be a big spoiler. He simply replied with, "Yeah, for sure." Now that leaves me with a whole bunch of questions. Will the movie be named Avengers, the Death of Thanos? Or maybe Avengers, the Last Hero? Or maybe Avengers, the Gauntlet Has Fallen? Who knows? But what we do know is that Feige also stated that both movies are entirely separate, which leaves me with this question as well. How much Thanos screen time will we have? So far in the MCU, we haven't had that much screen time of Thanos, and he still does not have any of the Infinity Stones, or better known as Infinity Gems in the comics. He still has none of those Infinity Stones. With all of that said, we do have something to go off of as far as figuring out the story plot. In another interview with Collider, Feige also stated that Thanos' motivations in this movie will be similar to that of Infinity Gauntlet. Now, in the large Marvel comic story arc Infinity Gauntlet, Thanos' motivations for doing what he does is simply for the fact that he's in love with Mistress Death. Now, I've covered this in a previous video, but besides Thanos being a ruthless, evil, mad titan, he also has this very weird, twisted view on love, and everything he does is for the approval of his lover Death. He wants to make her happy. He wants to destroy planets for her. He just wants her approval because he went behind her back. Well, actually, that's getting to a spoiler. Oops, never mind. Now, that can go many ways for me because Marvel is notorious for not sticking 100% to the original source material, but gathering and grabbing inspiration from the comics to use in their films. There's been a lot of speculation about Hela being the MCU's figure of Mistress Death, but that news of itself is nothing official for Marvel Studios. We can only guess that Thanos may be chasing Hela in Infinity War. Now, for me personally, guys, I really would love if they can stick to Infinity Gauntlet. That is such a great story. I'm still reading that story, actually. So far, it's very, very good for me on my end. I love every part of it. Thanos' motivations are completely understood in a weird way. You kind of understand why he's doing this thing, because he's kind of like this hopeless romantic character that just really just views life with love, but his love is just this darkened, deep, depressed, twisted view of love. So, as far as Hela is concerned, as Hela being the Mistress of Death, I would not really necessarily want that. I would like to keep Hela and the Mistress Death separate characters in this movie to me, because I enjoy the character Death in the comics different, and I enjoy Hela in the comics a different way too. I wouldn't really like to see them doing that, but however, I wouldn't really mind them if they decided to do that, and if they already did that, I would not mind. But I would love if they can stick as close to the source material as possible. And like I said, they're very notorious for not sticking to it in the first place, so it's expected with Marvel for them to just switch up whatever they want to do in these movies. So I'm very curious to see what Avengers 4 will be titled, because they said it's very, very spoilery. So the only way we can kind of really get close to figuring out what's going on is by reading the comics or doing a lot of research to kind of figure out exactly, because they're saying it's going to spoil the events of the Infinity War, which is set to come out next year. So they're saying, releasing the title will completely spoil what's going to happen in that movie. So they've learned their lesson from Captain America the Winter Soldier. They've learned their lesson a lot with a lot of these other films. So I'm glad to see that they're they're really keeping us busy and keeping us enticed to trying to figure out what's going on with these movies. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video, like I said, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, leave your comments down below, man. What are your thoughts and predictions for Avengers 4? What do you think the title will be named? And if you have read the Infinity Gauntlet storyline, do you think they're going to be taking a lot of stories or story arcs from that story? Do you think they're really going to be taking a lot of inspiration from the Infinity Gauntlet story? You guys let me know in the comment section down below, man. And also any other video topics you want me to talk about in the upcoming future, let me know in the comment section down below. And for those Flash people out there who like the Flash videos, we are going to be getting Flash back tomorrow. I'm very excited for that, so look out for a lot of Flash videos towards the end of this week or next week and until the season's over, man. So once again, guys, thank you for watching this video. Clockmaster out.